This is WAEC June 2019 General Mathematics Paper 2, and we're answering question number 12B. And the question says, an amount of 300,000 naira was shared among these three people. One of them is Otobo, the other one Eda, and the other one Adiola. So the question says Otobo received 60,000 naira, while Ada received 5/12 of the remainder, while the rest went to Adiola. The question asked says is in what ratio was the money shared? So let's attempt to answer this very question together. Solution to the problem: these three people, one of them, which is Otobo, out of this 300,000 naira, the question says he take the 60,000. And when you remove 60,000 from 300,000, the remainder, 5/12 of that remainder is what Ada received, while the remaining share after taking Ada and Otobo, so the rest went to Adiola. So we have to find the ratio of their share. So what we do first, let's get the remaining after Otobo has taken 60,000. So the remainder will now be 300,000 minus 60,000. That gives answer 240,000. It is this 240,000 that we take 5/12 of it, and that gives us what Ada is going to receive. So Ada's share is now going to be 5/12 of 240,000. That is the remainder. And this multiplication and the division, if done correctly, you now have 100,000. So this is Ada's share. So we can now move ahead and get Adiola's share. So Adiola's share is now going to be, from this 300,000, remove Otobo's share, which is 60,000, remove Ada's share, which is 100,000. What remains will now be Adiola's share. So this is now going to be 300,000, the total money, minus Otobo's share, minus Ada's share. What remains will now be Adiola. So if these two subtractions are done correctly, you now have 140,000. This will now be Adiola's share. Now we have the amount received by each of these three people. We now have enough to write the ratio of their sharing. So starting with the first person, that is Otobo, to Adiola to Ada. Otobo, remember, is 60,000 given in the question. Adiola is what we have just calculated, 140,000, while Ada is what we have earlier, 100,000. So writing the amount in form of ratio, you now have 60,000 is to 140,000 is to 100,000. It's this that we reduced to simpler ratios. Dividing by 10,000 through by 10,000 gives answer 6:14:10. Dividing through again by 2, it will much be simpler. So that gives answer 3:7:5. This is the ratio of their share. And that answered the question. So let me just share with you quickly the mark distribution for this very question as it is there in the marking scheme. So the very first mark is bonus 1 mark, and this bonus 1 mark is for getting the remainder after taking Otobo's share as 240,000 naira. That gives you this bonus 1 mark. The next mark is attempted to get Ada's share. Writing the correct multiplication and division, you have this method 1 mark. And when you now have Ada's share as 100,000 naira, you have this accuracy 1 mark. The next mark is getting Adiola's share as 140,000 naira. That gives you this bonus 1 mark. And the next mark is putting a ratio of their amounts, 60,000 is to 140,000 is to 100,000 correctly. You have this method 1 mark. And when you now simplify this ratio to simplest form, and you have 3:7:5, you have this accuracy 1 mark. So in total, this very question has 6 good marks.